Welcome to Googlets. Tonight we're diving into the wild world of desperate athletes, ancient sleeping habits, misplaced bridges, and even a case of puppy pregnancy. Let's dive in. Our first story proves that when the stakes are life or death, people play hardball. Back in 1911, Wyoming State Prison had a baseball team called All-Stars. The players? Convicts on death row. Their deal was simple: win, and you live to play another game. Lose, and, well, the dugout isn't your biggest problem anymore. The team's roster included hardened criminals, rapists, murderers, and thieves, all united by one goal: survival. Despite their grim circumstances, they were incredibly talented. Crowds flocked to see these high-stakes games, with tickets selling out and bets pouring in. It was like the Hunger Games, but with baseball bats. Many baseball fans believed the sport could redeem even the worst criminals, or maybe they just wanted to see the most dramatic league ever. The Stars became local heroes until the state banned gambling and the team was disbanded. Sadly, their time at bat eventually ran out, but their legacy lives on. It's a story of skill, desperation, and how even the most unlikely players can leave their mark on the game. Their team motto: 3 strikes and you're really out. Reality TV, where the truth goes to die. In 2005, a British show called Space Cadets convinced contestants they were training for a mission to space. The twist? They never left Earth. Instead, contestants were shipped to an abandoned airbase made to look like a Russian space facility. The producers went all out, simulating zero gravity and even installing fake Russian electrical outlets. When contestants launched into space, they peered out the window and saw Earth, courtesy of some CGI magic. For days, they floated in orbit, completing fake spacewalks and taking in the view. The big reveal came when they landed and discovered they were in a studio. The shock on their faces? Priceless. This show raises ethical questions. How far is too far in the name of entertainment? The contestants were good sports about it, but the incident sparked debates about reality TV's willingness to blur lines between fiction and reality. Next season, contestants think they're training for Jurassic Park. What's the weirdest thing you've slept on? Whatever it is, it's probably not as strange as the solid pillows used in ancient societies. Made from stone, wood, or bronze, these weren't just for sleeping. They served cultural and practical purposes. In Egypt, they were believed to protect sleepers from evil spirits. In hot climates, the raised design kept heads cool and bug-free. Practical? Sure. Comfortable? Not so much. In ancient China, the more elaborate your pillow, the wealthier you appeared. It was a status symbol and a neck support all in one. Modern-day enthusiasts have tried sleeping on replicas, but the verdict? Neck cramps galore. So, the next time you fluff your memory foam pillow, be thankful you're not waking up with a crick in your neck and the vague satisfaction of scaring away spirits. Imagine an infomercial for these. Order now, and we'll throw in a free ancient neck ache. Ever seen a bridge with an existential crisis? In Honduras, the Lute Bridge became famous for exactly that. Built to withstand anything, it survived Hurricane Mitch in 1998. But there was one problem. The river it crossed decided to move. Instead of collapsing, the bridge was left stranded over dry land, while the river flowed elsewhere. It became a global symbol of how life can unexpectedly change course. The government eventually built roads to reconnect it, but for a while, it stood as a bridge to nowhere. It's a metaphor for adaptability. No matter how sturdy your plans, the world might have other ideas. Keep building, keep adapting, and eventually you'll find your way. That river must have been thinking, "You can't bridge me in." And now for something truly bizarre: puppy pregnancy syndrome. In parts of rural India, people bitten by dogs sometimes believe they're pregnant with puppies. Yes, puppies. Victims report symptoms like barking, growling, and feeling movement in their stomachs. Doctors blame mass hysteria and lack of education. But instead of seeking medical help, many turn to healers who offer anti-puppy potions. Spoiler alert, these potions are as real as the puppies. The real danger? Ignoring actual medical issues, like rabies. This phenomenon highlights how cultural beliefs can shape health behaviors in surprising and sometimes dangerous ways. Imagine explaining this to your doctor. "I need an ultrasound, but for puppies." From life-or-death baseball games to bridges that can't catch a break, we've covered some wild ground tonight. If you enjoyed these quirky tales, give us a like, subscribe, and let us know your favorite story in the comments. Stay curious, stay quirky, and see you next time on Googlets.